not paying attention. Ooh, nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my gosh, I was distracted. And then this monster came and he walloped it. Bass! You a big mouth. You're still a big mouth. Get over here. Yahoo Mountain Dew! This is why I came out here. Hoche mama. You've got great girth. You are massive in size. I like the looks of you. Oh, Bassmaster. Dun 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 dun. Hey, happy OONSDAY everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to go fishing again. I am set up to try and catch some bass today and perhaps some panfish later in the day to take home to eat again. That was so enjoyable last time. So this is just a beautiful area I love to come to. It's very difficult. You gotta walk the canoe in quite a ways, and then you got this shallow little creek you gotta paddle on into the main lake. I got some wind out of the southeast today, which is gonna be a problem. When you're canoe fishermen, wind is public enemy #1, but we're gonna do our best to hug the shore and see what we can do. You know, I do have an anchor to drop, and I'm gonna utilize that. But I really love to be in the thickest of weeds. That's where I hunt bass. That's something a boat fisherman just can't do, and it's something I've honed in my skills through the years in the thickest of lily pads to use a weedless worm, and I can hook up on those bass and hustle them in. So the lily pads are just starting to come up, so that's not going to be as much of an issue today. Okay, I want to get set up now. The mouths of these rivers are always a good area where the fish hang out. That's where bait comes in and out, and they can ambush them. Listen to the frogs. That's also a wonderful food source for the bass. Hey guys, look over there. A couple turtles were making love. I think I interrupted their session. Come on out. Oh. This one's going to come on over and greet me, I think. Windy day. So what I need to do is take that 5-gallon bucket and fill it up to help keep that bow down a little bit. I need more weight in the front. So the trick is I got to balance right down the middle of this thing without tipping it. But the rewards of canoe fishing make this all worthwhile. So what I'm going to do is put one foot down here. I can't really brace myself too much here. It's just pure muck. Let's see if we can't. There we go. That's enough water. Right on the bow. Perfect. Okay. I'll have a better chance with the wind now. Little guy. But we got one on the board. So #1. Oh, you're a fat little guy too. Look at that belly on you. Okay. Big belly. Go get big. There you go. Right down in that muck. When I'm fishing the shallows is read the water. Any little movement can indicate a bass. And even a lily pad, just the tiniest little motion in a lily pad, it's down underneath hitting that stem, and you know to cast there. You'll see a big wake if it's a bass coming behind it when it's shallow like this. There's like no mistaking it. So these are all panfish. It's right under here. Probably gonna go right under here. Oh, it just moved. I don't know if we caught that on camera or not. Oh, there he goes. There goes the dogfish. Boy, he's coming in strange. I don't know how I hooked him. He's not even fighting anymore. Ah, about the same little size as the other one, not as fat. Right before that, there was a big snapping turtle right in front of me. All right, you got to get big too. Where's Mama and Papa at? You know, I always thought to myself, this hobby of mine, catch and release fishing, it's really kind of screwy. Well, here's my little trick for staying still in the wind. You bend some cattails in and step on it. It's this strange hobby where you hook an animal in the face. You talk to it when you catch it. You let it know that you're the smarter of, well, that was funny. The smarter of the species. And then you put it back in the water, like mocking it. And I always wondered if some advanced race of aliens ever came here and they would catch us humans and then hold us up by the neck and pose for pictures and then let us go. Got a little nibble there. Ooh, ooh. Nope, let go. You can see how that wind takes it. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Another one, the same size. Oh, I saw him. He moved another bass on the way in. Okay. I gotta get out of this spot. It's all little guys. There you go. You're free, you're free. Let's head on down the line. That's where I think we're gonna get action. And I forgot my frog. Dang. Well, I'm coming up on a point here I'm kind of dreading because I am gonna turn into where the wind's gonna have access to me. Ooh, look at this nice little cutout here, and there goes a bass. Ooh, I love these little areas. You get these little lips and ledges that they can be hiding in. Let's try right there. A lot of times these are created by beaver. Beaver will dig out really thick areas, and even muskrats will move enough mud when they're building a house that they can form a little channel, and the fish love to hold up in that. Turtles go in. Woo! A lot of turtles. But you'll see we got a nice bay here with a lot of lily pads. Look at someone's old duck blind right here. But here comes the wind. And so I'm just gonna try and have it wedge me against this while I work these lily pads. Woo, here it comes. It's really hard to cast on your mark when you're going right into the wind. Oh, 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 there's a hit right there. Gave it to him for about 2-3 seconds. Make sure it's all the way down, and then you set the hook. Perfect. Another small one again though. No, I had hopes for that hole right there. A lot of times where you see a hole in the middle of the pads, that's where a root ball could be with the lily pad roots, which are these giant prehistoric looking things, and bigger bass will claim those areas. The thing is with the wind, sometimes you lose your opportunity because if you stop to cast, you got to redo all that work you just did to paddle this far because it just starts to take you in a hurry. And some of you are asking, well, why don't you get a trolling motor? Well, number one, I carried this thing, I don't know how many hundreds of feet till I even got it to the lake. And then I had to go back, get all my gear and carry all that. It just gets to be way too much. And I'm a very low-tech fisherman. I'll never use a fish detector, and I don't use trolling motors. I don't use a tackle box, I use a bag. I've learned over years I don't need all that selection. Oh, someone came running out, but it's so shallow here, I'm guessing it's small. Nest in there, a lot of down feathers. Don't see any eggs. I am still seeing movement over there. Oh, that should see it right there. Oh, this wind. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Oh, oh. Teeny tiny. He's pecking at the tail. He's making a little wake. Oh, you're just a tiny little bluegill. Tiny little bluegill. He was actually a nice sized bluegill. Once in a while you'll hook one with these. These are number 5 hooks. That's a really big hook. So I got 20-pound test braid on. I kind of wish I had my 30. Oh, caught the V. Just want to gently turn the lily pad, get it out, look at it. Everything's good. Lily pad fishing is tough, and the rate of success of how many fish you bring in is kind of low. It's almost like a 50% thing. 50% you're able to get in, 50% you lose. They pull down, they wrap around that weed, and they unhook themselves. Oh, there we go. And he got off. So you got to see the blow up there, and then you got to see me fail. And he'll be smart, he will not hit again. But I usually try just in case. Yeah. My drag is too light. Gotta get him up, gotta get him up. You weren't supposed to hit again. You're not smart. So consider this an education. That's what catch and release fishing is. It's educating fish how to not get it from the real fishermen. Up he goes. So within, well, I don't know, I think 4 to 6 hours and now we're expected to get some really severe weather. Chance of tornadoes today, large hail. It's gorgeous right now. It's about 80 degrees and just loving it. Just love that I'm out here. I wish it was calm. I always wish it was calm. I never get my wish. You know, I watch these guys in the Florida Keys that fish out of kayaks, and they have, well, this isn't it. I got this for if I want to set my GoPro up. They got this pole they shove down into the water, and then they just kind of tie a rope around it or hook it to something, and that keeps them still. This is really mucky. But if I get down far enough, if I had just something like that and then tied it off, it'd go a lot faster than putting the anchor down and then pulling the anchor up, and you're pulling up all the weeds with the anchor. And I wish you could smell this slop that my paddle's bringing in, all that methane. It's a beautiful smell. So I'm thinking of looking for one of these push poles and giving that a shot. But again, I hate lugging too much gear, you know. Ooh, this looks so good right here. In fact, I think I came into this area a little too fast. Nice cut along the cattails. Here's a nice little opening here. Oh, 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 oh. That's a nice wake. So you got it? Oh, oh, he came all the way out of the water. Oh, I gave him time too. And he took the back of my tail off, which means he felt no hook, which means he might eat again. He's still moving around there. I gotta quickly get on a new worm and see if this guy is ready to eat again. So the color of this one is called Tequila Sunrise. And probably my favorite color after motor oil. You see some of these colors down here. So I love using power baits. It took me a while to learn to use these number 5 hooks that are welded so that braid is so thin it can work its way through the eye of the hook. I still see movement. I think he's still there. You want to play? Do you want to play some more? Here he comes. 1, 2. Ah! Stay up! Stay up! Oh, he's got me wrapped. Get up, get up! My drag is just too loose. Get up! Boy, is he in the... Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you were a lot of work. You knew how to dive, dive, dive. Oh, you're not that big at all. I thought you were going to be bigger. You made such an impressive wake. You fooled me. You got some growing to do. But that was fun, and he came at it again. He went back under his little hole under the cattails there. It's a nice little ambush. You can kind of see it there. See that little ledge? Okay, the wind's catching me. Oh boy, losing ground, losing ground. Okay, keep it lower. It's like when you're golfing on a windy day and you want to keep your drive nice and low. There's just something so satisfying about riding a worm on top of the pads. Oh, you see that big movement there? And you see all that mud? That is not from a big bass. That is from a carp. Bass are not that mental. Carp, they just freak out when they're spooked. And they move some serious water. I just can't believe how they're all the same size. There are nice bass in this lake. I've caught plenty of them. I just haven't been able to locate them yet. I've spooked a couple that are pretty decent. Right under this lip as I came up, a nice one came flying out and I had casts there. So, what can you do? All right, let's try along that weed line there. Oh, oh, saw that. Get up, get up. Oh, he hooked me around that pad. Now let it go slack a little. See if he's still on there. I don't feel nothing. Nope, and there he goes. Yep, like I said, the ratio of getting these guys out of these pads. Plus I'm rusty. 2 years of not doing this. Oh yeah, see that bare area there? I bet you that's a bed right here. Kind of fanned out by their tail. I see one up there too. Here comes the wind. Oh goodness, gonna kick my butt. Oh boy, put it in reverse. No. Yep. That's a thing. Just when you see a spot you really want to cast, the wind says, I don't think I'm gonna let you. And look at this sunken boat right here. Wonder how old it is. Looks like it's all wooden. That is pretty cool. There we go. Oh, something came out right away. Got it. Oh, really? I gave it to you plenty long. I might have to put down the anchor. I am too lazy to tie up the anchor, so I just step on it. You know, I'm seeing all these light spots out there. I'm thinking if those are all beds, I gotta take my time through here. So I don't know, do I need to tighten up on my drag? And as soon as they hit, pull their heads up a little more? This might be my fault. The drag is just a little too loose. Like I said, I wish I had my 30-pound braid on so I could have it nice and tight. I see you, Mr. Bass. Oh, not paying attention. Ooh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh my gosh, I was distracted. And then this monster came and he walloped it. Bass! You a big mouth. You're still a big mouth. Get over here. Yahoo Mountain Dew! This is why I came out here. Hoche mama. You've got great girth. You are massive in size. I like the looks of you. Oh. Oh, you're heavy. You're heavy. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I am going to quickly put this on the paddle, get an idea for its length, because I don't know where my tape measure is right now. So from the tail there to about there. All right. Let's put her back. Look at that big mouth. Thank you. Thank you. But that was dumb of you. Get smart. There he goes. Hoo 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 hoo. Yes! Okay, so remember it came to about here. Where is my tape measure? I know I grabbed it. And I put it in my bag of slop. Pretty heavy bass. Looks like it was about 20.5 inches. Nice. So I was distracted by this other bass. I was gonna give it a go, looked away, and then I heard that one slurp, turn around, and I see it, and I go, oh, now we're talking bass. Whew, that's making me remember what I've been missing out on for the past 2 years, spending all my time with raccoons. Raccoons are a lot of fun though too. And last night I saw Excitable Bill, got a foul. Can't see if there's any size. I saw Miss Moira, and a younger one I'm thinking is one of Cutie's. You know, I'm not seeing Cutie Monster anymore. And for those of you who are listening in right now wondering what the heck is he talking about, this isn't a fishing channel, although it might become one. I started my YouTube channel filming wild raccoons and me interacting with them, and by interacting with them I mean full-on playing with them, petting them, brushing their fur. So yeah, if you get a chance, guys, check out my raccoon stuff. So I'm not allowed to feed them anymore. My city came along and threatened me with such a massive fine that I knew I had to stop. Otherwise, here comes a good follow. Here comes a good follow. I saw the mouth open, and then he said, that's because I'm yakety yakking. So I can't feed raccoons anymore, so I need to do something with this channel. I got nearly 5,000 subscribers, and I don't know if my raccoon people are going to enjoy me hooking fish in the face. Probably not, because they're all animal lovers. They know I'm an animal lover. And this is a curious side of me. I've been fishing since I was a kid. I love to catch and release fish. And I mean, I'm letting them live, but it is kind of a cruel thing if you think about it. You're hooking an animal in the face and you're saying, okay, I taught you a lesson. I'll be back to do it again. It's kind of weird. So I do see some movement down by that group of pads. Let's head down. Oh, 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 oh. Stay up. Oh, you're not that big. Back to this again. So once I start to feel those nibbles, at least 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds, I'm letting it take it, because they're getting just the back of the tail. Unless you could feel it's a real pronounced wham or gulp, then you know it's a bigger bass. You ain't got to wait as long. Because otherwise, if you set the hook, they're just going to have this back end of the tail. You kind of need them to take that second gulp and then do a nice hook set. Like reel up till it's tight and then do your hook set. A lot of people just do a hook set immediately and there's still too much slack out there. You don't know if the fish has swam towards you. He was out on the drop off. Okay. Kind of in between from the other ones. Oh, get over here. I'm gonna have to put that anchor down so the wind doesn't take me to the other side of the lake while I deal with you. Okay, gotta get Mr. Hook out. Hang on, hang on. All right. Yeah. You ready? There you go. You know, anytime this gets too screwed up, I just pull it through, bite that top part off, kind of make it rounded so it doesn't catch on the weeds as much. And you just start over instead of grabbing a new worm. These things are expensive. I think we're gonna get into it again pretty soon here. Oh, 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 oh. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Gotta keep that head up. There we go. Bassmaster. Dun 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 dun. I saw your mama. I saw your mama, Big Bertha. There you go. I'm giving them an education, folks. I'm training them what it feels like to get hooked in the face, because the next fisherman that comes in and does it might keep them to eat them, so they'll be wiser. Oh, there's my spirit bird, the great blue heron. I try to fish just like that bird, nice and slow in the shallows. You just stalk your prey. You sit still, you wait to see some movement, and then you slowly sneak up on it and you pounce. I love me the great blue heron. He is my teacher. Ooh, a snake. Look at the water moccasin. See if a big bass blows up on that. Oh, oh, speaking of which, something blew up on the tail of mine and missed it. Distracted again. That's a trick. I gotta be distracted by something, and then I'll get hits right here. Oh, oh, saw that. You gotta be kidding me. And I caught it. Dang it. Came all the way out of the water, swallowed it and spit it out. Protecting the nest, I bet. Give it one more try. I think that bass is treating it like that snake. Like, get away from my eggs. You're a little guy. You need to get big. Distract me though. I'm gonna stare at you while I'm reeling in, hoping that a big slob comes and eats it. You know, this kind of reminds me of fishing in the flats of the Florida Keys. A lot of it's sight fishing. You look for these light areas and you look for just the darkest image to just cross over it, and then you know to cast. And I got so lucky my last time down there when my wife and I redid our honeymoon that I caught a bonefish, which is like a really sought after fish, very difficult to get. And it was something just like that. I saw it moving, I threw a shrimp right in front of its face and went right to it. And boy, it took out so much line. I've never had a fish go on such a run. So fishing is just addictive for me. Most of my brothers too love it. We were all raised on it. In fact, most of my best memories with my dad are out fishing. I have some really awkward memories fishing with my dad too. He decided to tell me about the birds and the bees while out in the boat. So we went out there. I think we had bobbers and night crawlers, and he says, reel in your bait. And I thought, okay, we're moving to another spot, even though we just got here. And he says, put down your pole, we gotta talk. And I'm thinking, what? And then he starts going into it. He's like, I don't know if you know about sex. I go, Dad, I learned all about this in school. You don't have to have this conversation with me. He goes, no, it's my duty. I have to have this talk with you. And I could hear in his voice was so shaky. And I was so uncomfortable. I was like, do I jump in the water and just swim to the shore? I can't take this. This is just terrifying. So I watched him suffer through that whole thing. He was bright red. He was so nervous. But otherwise, most of our memories were really good. We had favorite spots we'd like to go to, and we'd even have fishing tournaments with my mom and my sister. We had two modest little boats with two modest little motors on it. and we'd have a competition who could catch the most different species, who could catch the biggest one, and that was always fun. My brother showed me how to bass fish and how to do what I'm doing right now, how to use this plastic worm, and because we had a canoe, and you have to learn this style of fishing if you're going to do canoe fishing. And I've grown to love it, actually. You can access areas that a boat just could never ever get to. Gotta put the anchor down. Okay. So I had a slow stretch there without much. This entire shore is nothing but bluegills. Little nibbles, more little nibbles. Yeah, felt like nibbles because they're small. So a couple in this area. Oh, you got a bruised lip there? A little color variation? What is that? Ooh, a nice cut right there. Hope that wasn't from my line. Sometimes they get twisted in that line, and when you set the hook, you can gash them up pretty good. Little guy. Oh, they pull on that tail just enough. You gotta put the hook back into the rubber. Oh, oh, oh. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Nope. Little twerps. I see a bass over there. Little bass right there. You guys need to grow up. I am getting hungry. But my problem when I'm fishing is I do not know how to stop to take a lunch break. Because I just want to keep casting, casting, casting. And this wind just got me. Twisting me all the way around. So I don't know if you've noticed, but this lake has been mine all day. And this is good practice for me filming fishing with a GoPro. I've never done that before. You know, I brought this big extension pole and I'm gonna try and set it up high to get an up high view of me, and it just wouldn't cooperate. And so I gotta work on that. I gotta figure out how to get different vantage points. I see guys using drones when they're doing this. If I don't know how to take a lunch break, I don't know how I'm gonna do all that stuff either. That just sounds like way too much work. But maybe I'll get better in the future at providing better entertainment this way. Seeing that I can't play with raccoons anymore. Okay. Ooh, ooh, I got a cramp. Oh, I think I need to stand. So I'm really good at standing in a canoe. I've only tipped 2 or 3 times in my life. And once was on this lake, way down on that end. It was the 4th of July. It was very, very hot. And I thought, I need to dunk my head. And for some reason I thought, yeah, I can stay in the middle and get my head down to the water level. And it didn't work. Oh, oh, oh. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I lost some poles, I lost some gear, and if you notice, it's not like there's dry land you can pull the canoe to get the water out. And back then I was lucky. Someone had a big swimming raft out on the lake, and I swam my canoe all the way to that raft, and I managed to heave one edge up enough for the water to start coming out. And I learned a valuable lesson. I'm gonna stand again. and my stomach is growling. I gotta eat lunch, but I can't stop. I just can't. I'll miss a fish, I just know I will. Plus I'm going against the clock with the severe weather coming in. The wind is from the east, fishing is least, and when the wind is from the west, fishing is best. Oh yeah, saw him take it. Was right back in that corner. Knew that was a good spot. Get over here. Okay. Why aren't you big like the other one? You guys are all so small. Oh, there goes that snake again. See if I could catch a snake. Oh, right in front of the snake. At the end of my pole is a giant fish, and I cannot tell if that is a bass or a dogfish. Right in front of its face. It's not doing anything. That's a dogfish. Okay. Glad it's not a bass. Okay. I'm gonna try and fish this mess. Will I get a fish out if I get it on? I don't know. It's worth a shot. But these cattails are terrifying to hook up into, so fingers crossed. This is treacherous. Oh, 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 oh. That's a bass. That's a bass. Get up, get up. Get up, get up. You gotta horse him in. Oh no. Sorry, buddy. That was the only way to get you to me. If you would have been 4 pounds more, you would have been tough. Tough to get through that slop. Okay. Ooh, that was fun. We gotta trudge through the rice paddies here. Look out for Charlie. Got peace of mind to move on. I don't want any regrets. When you see an area like that that looks just impossible, what's the worst? You fail at it, but at least give it a shot. You might come out ahead. You know, I could work a frog through that a lot better than this worm. Oh, oh, bonkers. Everyone saw I hit that area many times, and that took off like a bass, and it took off like a nice bass. I think I gotta slow down. That wind has me rushing. Here comes the wind, da 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 da. Look at that little guy chase it. Into the wind, through the weeds we go. Oh, there goes a little bass. I see you. You're a small one. Oh, you're a nicer one there. A little bit nicer. How come you didn't hit my first few casts? Oh, oh, oh. Wind grabbed it. Again, the day's average. Yep. Not that big of a fish, but I wish I had it on for the hit. That was the classic ambush right there. That thing went flying out. Holy cow. You got a good sized belly on you. Well, it is just too tricky. That was a pass. Too tricky fighting this wind, going up this river and head back to where I put the canoe in. I have about an hour or two before these severe storms are supposed to blow up, and driving with a canoe on top of a van is very, very tricky during thunderstorms. Those big gusts you get from those thunderstorms when the front comes in. I've had to take my canoe all the way off the side of my van. It stayed latched, thankfully, that it didn't break and go into the windshield of another car. So I don't like to do that. The wind is picking up. I just want to keep casting though. I still have faith in this corner. Right there, perfect cast, reward me. Oop, got a nibble. Oh, okay, we're heading all the way to that side of the lake, and we're going to take the canoe out. You know, I'd like it if I could stick to a plan and just go straight back, but I always have to do another cast. And then another cast leads to yet another one and another one. And next thing you know, it's like 2 hours past when I said I'd be all done. Another one, same size. Isn't that something, that anomaly of that one big juicy beast? I don't know, are you going to be the last one of the day? I think you probably should be. My worm is just torn up. And I'm almost at my entrance. I think it's right here or right there. I gotta call it quits. Okay, no more fish, I promise. I'm done. Am I? I don't know. What do we got here? Snapping turtle. Why does the head look so funny? Or is the snapping turtle on top of another snapping turtle? Is this some mating going on? I'm sorry to admit that I was going to let you guys do it in peace, but oh, that was bad. I think we started the day off with turtle sex, and we're going to end it with turtle sex. Alright guys, I'm going to say happy OONSDAY to you. Thank you for joining me on a day of fishing. Please give me any feedback you have on what you think about this style of video. It's hard to know what to do now that I can't do raccoons anymore. Should I talk less when I fish and just show the action? What would you like to see? Any feedback is much appreciated. Thanks so much guys. Bye.